A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that echoes his previous administration's policies, President Donald Trump has announced that he will sign an executive order to withdraw the United States from the 2015 Paris Climate Change Agreement. This decision, made on January 20th, 2025, marks a continuation of Trump's stance on climate policies that he originally adopted during his first term. The Paris Agreement, which aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius, has faced criticism for its effectiveness in curbing greenhouse gas emissions globally. With this withdrawal, experts are debating the implications for both the U.S. and the international community in the fight against climate change. Upon taking office, President Trump indicated his intent to reverse the climate initiatives set forth by the previous administration. In 2021, President Joe Biden reinstated the U.S. commitment to the Paris Agreement, setting ambitious goals to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 61% to 66% below 2005 levels by 2035. However, Trump's new executive order threatens to reverse these goals, potentially nullifying the progress made in the last 4 years. Critics of the Paris Agreement argue that it has not succeeded in its primary objective of reducing greenhouse gas concentrations in the atmosphere. The Breakthrough Institute, represented by eco-modernists Vijaya Ramachandran and Ted Nordhaus, posits that the agreement has hindered access to modern energy for millions in poorer nations. They suggest that the U.S. withdrawal could empower lower-income countries to pursue economic development without the constraints of renewable technology mandates imposed by wealthier nations. As of 2024, U.S. greenhouse gas emissions were reported to be approximately 20% lower than in 2005. Despite Biden's pledge to cut emissions by 50% to 52% by 2030, estimates from the Rhodium Group indicate that current policies are on track to achieve only a 32% to 43% reduction. Trump's administration is expected to further impact these figures, with projections showing that emissions could plateau rather than rise significantly. The announcement has sparked a strong reaction from environmental advocates. Lawrence Tubiana, a key architect of the Paris Agreement, expressed disappointment over the U.S. withdrawal, highlighting that global momentum towards clean energy transition is stronger than any single nation's policies. She pointed out that the economic opportunities associated with clean technologies are vast, with the International Energy Agency predicting a tripling of the global clean energy market by 2035. The ramifications of Trump's decision extend beyond environmental concerns. They also affect the U.S. economy. Analysts predict that rolling back Biden's climate policies could increase household energy costs by up to $226 annually, primarily due to a rise in demand for fossil fuels. This economic aspect complicates Trump's narrative of promoting energy independence and job creation, particularly as many of the benefits of the Inflation Reduction Act are being realized in Republican districts. As the world grapples with the impacts of climate change, including rising temperatures and extreme weather events, the urgency for collective action remains. Dr. Rachel Cletus from the Union of Concerned Scientists labeled the withdrawal a travesty that undermines global efforts. She emphasized the need for the U.S. to take responsibility and lead in combating climate change, rather than retreating from international commitments. Polling data indicates a divided sentiment among Americans regarding the withdrawal, with a significant portion opposing the decision. Even within the Republican base, there is not a unanimous endorsement of Trump's climate policy rollback. This division suggests that the political landscape surrounding climate policy is shifting as public awareness of climate issues continues to grow. As Trump prepares to implement this withdrawal, the international community watches closely. The previous U.S. exit from the Paris Agreement in 2020 did not see other nations following suit, but it did prompt a renewed commitment from various stakeholders to address climate change. The current situation raises questions about U.S. leadership in global climate efforts and whether the nation can regain its position as a leader in sustainable practices. In conclusion, Trump's decision to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement once again highlights the contentious nature of climate policy in the U.S. and its broader implications for global climate action. As the world faces unprecedented environmental challenges, the need for cohesive and collaborative efforts to combat climate change has never been more critical. The coming years will reveal the extent to which U.S. policies will influence global climate initiatives and the collective response to one of the most pressing issues of our time. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.